Now that we have our basic form created and we've made it publicly accessible online, there's a couple more options that we need to configure on our form. So going back to Zoho, the main application editing page, let's see. Here we go. Now that we're here, one of the options, right where we get to build the form, is this More Actions. And the first option under More Actions is Form Properties. So let's click that, and you should see something like so. Now, most of this stuff we don't have to change. Let's see. Form name, it's the aquarium contact us. That's fine. Form link name, we won't mess with that because actually I don't even know what that means right now, so we could leave it alone. Form alias email ID, whatever. I'm not sure what that is either. I could leave it alone. Success message. This message will be displayed after your users submit recorded data. Yeah. I think something better than data added successfully could be entered in over there. So thanks for your interest in our aquarium. Whoops. Your has been received successfully. Okay, and let's see. Okay, that looks good. Field alignment. I guess that must be, I don't know. I wonder if we go back to our page. I see. It says this field alignment. Maybe why don't we do it to the right? Maybe that's what it means. I'm not sure. And the next URL, here's an interesting thing. The next URL means what's going to happen after they click submit besides this success message. Well, I think they are going to need to go to a thank you page, but we'll worry about that in another step once we make sure that this works properly. And the final thing is this need verification code. I like this. This is like that CAPTCHA thing. What I'm saying is, right here, this form is pretty basic, and anybody, including a stupid computer program that goes on the internet to, a bot to hunt down forms and fill them full of crap and spam, is going to be able to submit to this form. Yeah, you're saying, no, really? There's just computer programs out there doing that, and people are doing this? Yeah, there's idiots out there who do just that. They like to spam and ruin everything. Okay. As I digress, excuse me. No, we're going to want to need this verification code, that's for sure. And actually, I was going to go back and set this next URL thing, but this may be a good time to set it right now. It says website, and what we're going to do is, okay, never mind. Let me backpedal on that. We'll leave it to none, and we'll deal with that later. So, okay, verification, okay, we're done. And then good. Okay, so now that we did all that, let's see what it looks like when I refresh it on this page. Okay, very good. So now we have this extra verification code over here. Perfect. So now they're going to have to enter whatever is in there. That's good. And let's see, after the user submits all this stuff, I'm going to want to receive an email about it, right? So under More Actions, there's Set Email Notification. We don't have to bother with figuring out how to send them an email that they submitted successfully, because I guess we'll give them that feedback right in our form. So let's say from aquarium contact form to, I'm going to put in my email address, extension@gmail.com, and then a new form has been submitted. This is the email that you're going to get when someone fills it out. And let's see, a new form was submitted at, you'd want to put your website's URL. The following information was submitted, and then here we go. It says include user submitted data. So that we can't manually put in messages, so we're good there. Email notification is enabled. That's good. Let's see what more. Languages, I'm going to want it in English. The content type, this is what it's going to send in my email. We could leave it, why don't we make it plain text? You know, over here at the content type, if you used the rich text editor but then set the content type to plain text, you're not going to get their text formatted the way you want it to, because it's going to format text with HTML. That's how it makes, that's how that little editor would make something bold or make it italics. So if you do use the rich text editor, you more than likely want the HTML as the content type. Plain text, since none of this is anything fancy for me, I just say give it to me plain text, and that way, I don't know, an extra level of security. And encountered contact outline. Huh. Oh, what is this? I have to add stuff to it? Maybe. Do I have to do something like this and make the from? I have to make the from an email address, because maybe it'll freak out if it doesn't get an email address. Let's see. See if I hit done now what happens. Invalid to address. Address is not a Zoho. Oh, so maybe that's part of the. There's always something, right? I guess this has to be my from. Let's see what this is about. Maybe I could just put my Zoho from email. There we go. Okay. I should have just looked at what those options were right there. Input email. So now it's saying where it's from. It's from that email. Whatever email address they sent to me is going to be put in there. I see. These are dynamic fields. That's why. So let's see. So to, and the to is, how about Zoho admin user? That must be my address right there. You know what? Since I didn't get an error to the to address, maybe I won't mess around. Maybe it'll send it right to my email without a problem. Let's click done. Invalid to address is not a valid Zoho address. Okay, so they want my my Zoho ID over here, which may be fine because I may get an email. This form may send Zoho the email, then Zoho will send it to me. Okay, we'll do just that. So I'll do Zoho. I'm assuming it has to be Zoho admin user, me being the admin of this form and not login user, because if they logged into their Zoho account and tried to submit the form, it may go to them. So, well, by the way, these are all assumptions because we won't know until we actually test our form, and then we'll go and kind of tweak it from there. But I think, at the very least, I'm ready to embed this into my page.